you rape any sister here, you want to be dealt with. Because if any of you rape any sister here, you want to be dealt with. The men of the city, some of the men will rape you to correct the nature within you, to make it go back to the masculine that you're supposed to desire. That's what they call corrective rape.
Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
that's what they call corrective rape.
Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah.
America. Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
corrective rape.
They need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
corrective. Because if any of you rape any sister here, you want to be dealt with. The men of the city, some of the men will rape you to correct the nature within you, to make it go back to the masculine that you're supposed to desire. That's what they call corrective rape.
Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
that's what they call corrective rape.
Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah.
America. Oh, they need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
corrective
They
rape.
need to come in America, fix
Yeah,
America.
corrective.
All the praises and the honor goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Recha Ha Quadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren. Shalom to you, few sisters, and shalom to the hopefully elect. Peace to you. I want to go in a short video with this group of the IUIC. And before I get started, you know, a lot of you that follow IUIC, you might say that he wasn't talking about what he was saying. That was talking about a situation of the Bible. But then the other brother, bishop or elder or whoever he is, says that's what needs to come to America. America. That's what he said. We can see that these guys are not really about getting out of here. They're just trying to build a nation because it builds their pockets. Now, a lot of you may not see this, but we see how their women has been treated, right? They tell us, they teach actually that we teach it's okay to rape young girls and 5-year-olds, or let me say 6-year-olds. They actually have a video on that, right? This is what they teach. If the video is still up, that's why I believe he took the bag. I thought he took the bag a long time ago. And when you go in that deep, there's hardly any way out of that. But they're allowed to say this. There's no videos or any other groups or any other camps saying this is what they are. Now the Sakari, they're in unison with this group. I wonder what they have to say about this. It's all okay as long as they can do it. See, they remind me of Edom, you know. Edom can tell you, you know, forget about slavery, forget about your past, forget about your history. But then they'll have 9/11, they'll have Memorial Day, Labor Day, and everything else, right? That's the spirit that this group, this purple group, is coming under. They're coming under the spirit of we can say, we can do what we want, we can steal, we can kill, we can murder, right? We can take all your money, we can abuse our wives, but we'll teach that you guys ain't supposed to do it. That's why it's a scripture that comes to my mind that fit these purple jakes, you know, these Israelites, Christian Israelites. This is why I said they're the most deceptive camp. IUIC, they're kind of like black rebels, Black Panthers mixed with Christianity. Okay, one body in Yahweh, well, one body, the water that the Lord took the name from them, but it's one body group. They're just far out, right? They're beyond Christianity and beyond being Hebrew Israelite. But this group, they have managed to merge Christianity into being a Hebrew Israelite. Now, all the doctrines that we learn in the Christian church about white Jesus and the wives and, you know, the lies and everything, the deception. But what they've managed to do is take away the white Jesus, or let me say the white look of Jesus, paint him black, but keep the same name. Kind of like if you had a driver's license with your picture on it, but somebody else's name. That doesn't make sense. Then they managed to say, get away, you know, do away with the name because God's going to give you a new name. Like we're supposed to do away with the old name if that's the case. Then they say you're only supposed to have one wife. And then they look at us like we're just tongues hanging out lusting for a bunch of women. We just say it's doctrine. A lot of us just have one wife and only want to deal with one wife. If that's the case, right? Then they believe in the hell doctrine. Same thing as the Christian church. The one wife, same thing as the Christian church. The hell, the name Jesus the Christ, like the Christian church. That's what's so deceptive about this group. Because even the Christian church may not do some of the things that this group does. Just believe it or not. And the whole Christian churches are worse, but all the deception, the thievery, it's crazy. But they tell us we're wicked. Anyway, Matthew 23:1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude, not Jesus the Christ, and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you and observe, that observe and do, but do not after their works. Right? They're telling you to follow the laws. Right? They're telling you to do the right thing with your wives, and they're telling you not to commit adultery. Right? They're telling you not to extort. But yet all these things they've been known to do. They'll follow all the laws. And this is why the laws can't fully save you. Because people have gotten away from the Lord's with their carnal mind thinking, but then they go back and act like they love the Lord. That's why he says, many will call on me, but I will not answer. Many say, Lord, Lord, but I will not answer. Anyway, for they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne and lay them on men's shoulders. We have all the stories in this group. But they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. All these burdens that you see that's been on this group, but nobody's jumping to help to save the situation. Then they let the thief that steals all their money, right, come back and sit right up there in the congregation, and you people accept it. How sheeple stupid can you be? But their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries. They enlarge the borders of their garments. Now they need to go and wear the tefillims and the names and the laws in there. They need to have the phylacteries. You know, these guys are not all about the law, man. They make it up as they go along, and they use excuses of why the things they can do and can't do, which proves you cannot keep the law fully. It's about the law of faith. And the faith comes through Yahushua, man, through the Spirit. And why aren't these guys calling on Yahushua? They go into the scriptures, he has many names. No, titles. They don't look up the words. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of this, but I'll get to some of it. But the scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for ye shut the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses. These guys go down and they march. They go down and try to bring in a whole bunch of people and claim they're waking up people. They're not even trusting in the Lord to wake up the people. That's why Paul said Apollos planted, but Yahweh gave the increase. They don't even trust in the Lord. They don't even follow the first commandment. At least I don't believe so. They get on planes and go over across the seas. We'll get that too. And for the pretense to make long prayer, therefore ye shall receive a greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees and hypocrites, for ye compass sea and land to make one a proselyte. That's why they get on them planes and fly to Africa. And who knows what they're doing in those countries, man. But that's what they're doing. They're flying all over the country, claiming to pick up people. But the group that gives them the most trouble is us, because we're the ones that will rebuke them, unlike any other group. You got Christians that will rebuke this group more than any other Israelite group, and that's a shame, right? We'll get on them for going off on their doctrine, but all they can do is call us rapists. But yeah, listen to them. They want it brought back to America because they're losing control. But all those women, they'll hear this. They're not going to care until something happens to them like polite, you know. Anyway, I'm going to jump to, I'm not going to make this long, verse 27. Let me go to 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. That's kind of like when you get that damn Chinese food, right? They have it looking good, a nice platter. They'll open it up, it looks nice, looks some good vegetables and look good. But there's certain foods that you'll get out of there that's got loaded with MSG. And it's got all kind of other issues, let me say that. Right? The blind Pharisees cleanse first that which is within the cup and the platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees and hypocrites. Now we know what a hypocrite is, but I'm gonna go look this up real quick and just see what the blue letter has to say, just to make the lesson a little more edifying when it comes to looking up these words. Which hypocrites is pretty much liars, people who say one thing and they do something else, right? So let's see what it says here. It says, woe to you hypocrites. It says, scribes, Pharisees, and hypocrites. It says G5273, hypocrites. Let me see what it says.
Strong's G 5273. HYPOCRITES. HYPOCRITES.
HYPOCRITES. It says one who answers an interpreter, an actor, stage player. So you can call an actor a liar. That's all an actor is a liar, right? A dissembler, a pretender, hypocrite, right? We can go further into the strong definition, an actor under an assumed character, right? They talk all that trash about us and raping the rapists and all that. You know, better not rape none of our sisters. They're making it like a gang-affiliated type situation. But they can rape their sisters. Come on, man. It's got to make sense. G5271, in another sense, it says to make answer, to speak, to simulate, to pretend. That's what these guys are. They're pretenders. Right? Tell us not to do certain things. You put your hands on our sisters. And your sisters is turning you in. But you those goddamn Tasmanian devils with your damn claws out, man. Can't wait to claw yourself into more and more sisters and then marry them off to other men. Right? And then take them, if the woman has an issue, then you'll take the woman. And there's stories on that. This is what they've been doing. They'll marry them, take the sister and marry it to somebody else. Right? We in this day and age, man, you know, Jake looking for comfort and love, man. But you can't have that and you matchmaking and putting people together, man. When the Lord brings something together, he'll bring it together. That's why I said these guys, they don't believe in Yahushua. That's why they hate his name, right? They flaunt his name to get to people, but they don't believe in Yahushua. They're the ones who want to put people together. They're the ones who want to wake people up. Anyway, for ye are like unto white sepulchres, right? Like in the graves, those above ground sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones, right? And of all uncleanness. Even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. You can read this whole Matthew 23. And this is these guys. It's all making sense. It's them. They're the fraudulent ones, man. Those are the hypocrites. As we read, the pretenders, the actors. That's all I have on that. Shalom.